This is a video on the basics of marketing for yoga teachers, also for life coaches, other movement professionals, other facilitators, transformational type people. So it's basically me and all my friends. So I've been chatting to loads of people. I just got off the phone to Effie, my Israeli friend, about this, about all around the world, about different marketing strategies. And there's lots I could say. The main one is I don't think it's that different from other things. I just did another video called You're Not Special, Get Over Yourself. Basically, it's like, well, you know, we're not that special. Let's get over ourselves. It's basically marketing. Now, there's a few things that are a bit different. There's a few strategies we might not do that others wouldn't, etc. But it's the basics. It's having a compelling offer. It's knowing the benefit of what we do. Yeah. Let's say I take the example of a yoga class because it's fairly clear. I say to my yoga teacher friends, I say, "What does your yoga class do?" And they'll say, "Well, lots of things." I'll say, "Yeah, but what is the outcome you get for your, £10 or whatever?" And they say, "Well, it depends on the student." I'm like, yeah. But what are you trying to get as the outcome? Like, do you want to relax people? Are you trying to enlighten people? Are you trying to make them fit? Is it some combination? It's okay to have a combination. Are you looking for deep psychological insights? In embodiment yoga, for example, it's very clear. We're looking for transfer off the mat. That's the main point. Yeah, you do need a point. Being clear about that, it doesn't mean you can't put things together or have different people get different things. But what are you trying to achieve? A, for your own practice in the dance class or the martial arts class or whatever, is it self-defense or is it personal discipline? What's your focus? B, this really helps with selling the benefits to your client, right? You need to know what you're selling, what people pay their money for, so you can put that in the marketing materials and attract the right clients. Often niching is important here. Is yours a weight loss yoga class? Is it a Eastern spirituality yoga class? Is it a fun yoga class? They're different things, right? And people tend to niche around style. Like Ashtanga is one thing and Yin is another, but you're also niching around the teacher and where you go and how it's done and even the room that it's in. Yeah. So basics of marketing, having a compelling offer. Building relationship, so absolutely no different. I spoke to a yoga teacher, a Dutch one last night, Karin, and she's in Canterbury now. Karin said to me, I said, "What's the basics?" She said, "Well, it's not really rocket science." I can't do her crazy Dutch accent, she's lovely. She said, "There's not really rocket science." She said, you just have to have a newsletter list and you keep in touch with people, and then, every now and again you message people, and sometimes we get together for drinks and, have a little tea at the end of class, and you build community, and everybody in Canterbury knows me now. It's been a few years. And it's the same as any business. Now, there's different ways to build community. You could do it online. I do a lot of Facebook communities. You could, do drinks like she did, very face-to-face, yeah? The newsletter list. The newsletter list is, she said she's one of the few yoga teachers she knows that has a newsletter list. And I found that astounding, because the newsletter list has been a part of my own marketing since, 7 or 8 years. Every month. I'm not a particularly regular guy, but I have it in my diary. I force myself to do that newsletter every month, yeah? We get it out. Actually, it reminds me I need to diarise the next one. We get it out every month. Sometimes it's a couple of days late, but every month it comes out. And the same with Embodied Yoga Principles. That keeps reminding people I exist. It also gives me a channel to give out the free content. Talk about that in a minute. So you've got to keep relationship. Some people are all about phoning people up or about the networking things, or, just a cup of tea after the dance class or going to the pub together once a year or whatever it is. You sell in relationship and community. So that is the same as any marketing. People need trust. People buy from people they know. That's no different for yoga teachers. How as a coach, how are you meeting potential clients? What's your channel? Who are they? The niching part. Where do you find them? Do you have hubs? Hubs are people that say know a lot of potential yoga students. Have you analyzed your competition? So any day of the week in London, you can go to 1,000 yoga classes. So, who's your competition? It's not just yoga classes. Your competition's dance classes. Your competition's the cinema. Your competition's what's on the television that night, actually, in the bigger sense. So again, analyzing competition, looking at USPs, unique selling points, strengths and weaknesses, building relationships with clients. These are the basics, right? And it's not really any different. So again, letting go of this feeling of specialness. We can still do the sort of being yoga. I talked to one yoga student, a yoga studio owner in London, and he said, look, we put yoga at the heart of everything we do, and that includes in the marketing. I thought that was nice. So I can get there are some different things, the 8 limbs of yoga being central, or using coaching in sales meetings, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, there are a few things that are different, but mostly it's pretty similar. So yes, absolutely be awesome, do a great job. That's at the heart of anything. You've got a great thing to sell, you know, but people won't necessarily refer you on without a bit of encouragement. So you could send a thing around saying, hey, if you've liked my yoga classes, please bring a friend for free next time. Yeah, or you could just ask people at the end of the class, tell a friend, or please tweet about this, or you know, using the social media. But again, you know, I tend to see there can be obsessions with social media in certain circles. You know, like all the coaches are on Twitter, or all the yoga teachers on Instagram. It isn't necessarily the best marketing channel for you. I mean, where are you? I mean, assuming you're doing some work, right? Because you do need to do some work in terms of spending time and money. You either need to do it or employ someone who can do marketing for you if you can afford that. If you can't, you need to do it yourself. Friends and family are a bad idea. Do not get your 12-year-old to try and do your Twitter account. I've occasionally got kids to help me do stuff, but that's another one that I see that tends to not go well and be unprofessional. So yeah, do some work, find out where your clients are, build a relationship, listen to their needs, find out what they're getting from your classes or what the market's really needing right now. Do the basics, look at all the other marketing videos. I think they're the main ones that I see. Not really any different in coaching or yoga than any other industry, dare I use the word.